Hello all. Welcome to the new tutorial on Spring Data JPA. So today we are diving into query by example, a powerful feature that makes database querying simpler, more flexible and super clean. So let's jump in. So first thing first, what exactly is query by example? Simply put, query by example allow you to construct database queries dynamically based on a prototype object. Okay, based on we can say entity object. Okay, you can create an instance of your entity, set the fields you want to query, and Spring Data JPA handles the rest. No boilerplate code, no hassle. Okay, so if I talk about some advantages, so we can say some list of advantages. We can see it, we don't need to write code. Query by example eliminates the need of custom query methods or complex JPL queries. You don't need to do anything. Okay, and it supports a dynamic querying as I have explained, and readability and simplicity is it's one of the advantage. I mean, the code will be more simple and readable, and it also supports a flexible matching like exact match, case sensitive, partial or substring matching. And query by example also handles ignores a null value. Okay, ensuring that only relevant fields are included in a query. And it integrates very easily with Spring Data JPA, and no such SQL knowledge is required. We just need to set the proper value in the entity and it will work as it is. And one of the most important thing is that it supports AND queries, only AND queries. It doesn't support OR queries. So if we have to do some OR queries where OR operator is required, so then we need to write native query or SQL query or any other standard JPA things. Okay, now let's jump into the code. And okay, and this is the code which I have already prepared. I will show one by one some important files. So in a build all griddle, you can see it's very simple. Spring Data JPA we have used, starter web, Lombok, and we are using MySQL, and that's it. It is very simple. We are using 3.3.7 on Java 21. Well, you can do with Java 17 also. That's not a problem. Okay, and this is build.gradle file, and this is a Docker compose where MySQL instance is already running. Database name is customer. Okay, and YAML file is very simple, where database important things are required, which you guys already know. And this is the table creation script. Okay, and this is the insert script. Insert, we need to do it manually because it will not work here. Okay, and this is the database. We can see here the customer database, already 10 records are there. Okay, and now let's see the code. So this is the repository, and I'm extending JPA repository as well as query by example. So this is what is doing the magic here. And JPA specification also I'm using it for, this is for different purpose, I will show in this example. And this is one query I wrote it. This is not related to query by example. This is another case or case, which I have explained that we need to, if we need to do a or case, we need to write a query or some other way. Okay, and this is the model, customer database where ID, name, email, these things, very simple things are there. Okay, and this is the service. Okay, I will explain one by one. Okay, and now let's see the controller. Okay, so the first controller is like get customer. So uh, this will return all the customer. We can see here the we are, it will do a find all. So it will return all customers. So this is I will not explain much. Okay, and now let's go to this one. So this is the important, the customer by example. Okay, so this is the entity object, what we can do with the DTO or a DTO also, but I have done it very quickly, so I have used this thing. And here, this is the customer object, and we are doing a find all here. So get all customer for the specific entity, and this is example of customer. Okay, and this is like a the normal JPA find all method. And now let's see how it will work. Okay, so this is for all customer. We can see here. This is very simple. Okay, the server is running, and this is customer by example. Okay, so what I was explaining you, this one, this is customer by example. Okay, and here this is the object here, an example of customer find all. Okay, that's what we are doing here. And here I'm passing the name John and email as John Doe. Okay, and if I do a query, I will get an example. If I change something here, okay, I'm not getting a response. So that's what I mean. Like it is working by and query. So if I remove this also email, still it will work. Okay. Okay. So only one record it is returning it because it is working as is case sensitive. And if I do like this, small caps, still it is working. Okay. And this is how the customer by example works. So as many things, whatever meant like we want to search based on fields, it will work. It will create an and query. I will show you one more thing. Age, suppose age 30, sorry, age 30, and it is returning. So let me show you the query what it is created. So we can see this query and name and age. So this is how Spring Data query by example is forming, is constructing the query in this way. Okay, and let's jump into another uh, thing, customer name and address. So here I'm passing name and address. Okay, and here on the, let's see the service method now. So in the service method here I'm passing the name and address, and here I'm constructing the entity object. We can see here customer builder. Here I'm setting the address and name, and this is what I was explaining. It will work as a case sensitive, insensitive, or a contains case. It will work, and it will do the ignore case, ignore null value, and it is like containing. Okay, so name is the field and address is the field of an entity, and it will do a contains case. Okay, and it will simply do a find all. So I will clear all this and let's see. Okay, and this is the third one. So here I'm passing John and address as 123. Okay, now let's see how many records are returned. Yes, it is returning two records, John, and see this is the small caps, and this is the capital case. So that's why it is doing a matching here. And 123 and 123. Address is 123. So that's why it is doing a match, and that's why it is returning two records. And the query what it form is, you can see here, name lower like, okay, and address like. So this is the query. It is constructing the query like this, and in this way it is fetching the query by examples. So in this way we can do as many things like if we want to do a starts with or something, it is also possible here. if we do a case insensitive or sensitive case, everything is possible with these cases. So if we use this one, we don't need to write uh, all the uh, code which is doing like I just need to fetch all these things and all. So this is the powerful feature of Spring Data JPA, which will work with the AND case. Okay, and if we want to do a OR case, means like there are some other ways, means like I have explained here, like with the specification. And this is the AND case with the specification. Means like this is not related to query by example, but I will be means like I will put my code in the GitHub, and you guys can use it if you want to use for some other purpose. And this is the AND case here, criteria with the criteria query, and this is the OR case, like has name or address. Okay, and this is lower case. So this is the example of if you want to do a OR case, we can do it like this. And this is another way of doing with the AND case. With this is with uh, JPA specification executor. Okay, and this is the example of another way of doing AND queries, dynamic AND queries. Okay, and this is like a find by name or address. So this is like a your if you want to do a custom queries native or JPA specific, we can do it here like this. Okay, so and these are the some endpoints are there. So there is nothing much to explain more uh, on Spring Data query by example. So and this code is very simple, nothing so complicated. You can download and you can use it for your own purpose. Okay, so I'm ending my video, and that's all for today. So I will come up with this use case will work with the GraphQL thing also. So with the GraphQL, whatever the fields we request, the same type of field should also be returned. I mean, like okay, so this is also useful with the GraphQL. So I will come up with some example on with the GraphQL with query by example. Okay, and and there is also one case of dynamic update or dynamic insert also there. So I will come up with some more examples in upcoming videos. So thank you for watching my video. So please do share, like, and subscribe if you like my video. Okay. Thank you all. See you in our next video.